Well, some more news just coming in. 4 patients have died allegedly because of shortage of oxygen in Kalburgi district in Karnataka. 32 patients are receiving treatment at the hospital, out of which 4 have died, allegedly due to shortage of oxygen. Authorities have issued a statement that the deaths were because of comorbidities. So authorities are saying that patients have died because they were having underlying healthcare conditions, and that's the reason why the COVID-19 patients could not be saved. But there is information of a shortage of oxygen in a hospital in Kalburgi, and that's the reason why 4 patients have died. We're waiting for more details as to what really could be behind the death of these 4 patients. However, unfortunate news from Kalburgi in Karnataka. Nolan Pinto is getting us more details. Nolan, the hospital seems to be dismissing these deaths as those associated with patients suffering from underlying healthcare conditions, and that's the reason why they say they died. But how can this be established before an inquiry?
Well, in fact, this is what is really happening even at the Chamarajnagar hospital yesterday, where 24 people lost their lives, and they said that just about 12 to 13 of them died because of lack of oxygen. There too, the government said that they need to find out, they'll set up an inquiry. But in both these cases, the people over there, basically their family members, are at the hospital. They do know what is happening. They tell and they say that it is because of lack of oxygen that this is what happened. And not just in Kalburgi, even in Bengaluru itself, last evening, 3 hospitals sent SOSs basically in the night that they do not have oxygen. Now, thankfully, they managed to actually secure oxygen from the private sector as well as the government sector. But one hospital in the middle of the night who sent an SOS that they do not have any oxygen. Finally, oxygen only came out around 4 a.m., 4 in the morning. But 2 people lost their lives. Now, when we actually speak to the hospital, they change tune. They say that they were suffering from comorbidities. Their oxygen saturation level has fallen to about 30, 35. So they actually died because of that. Now, we do not know if they're changing this because of pressure from the government, or, well, maybe they're scared to actually come out and speak to the media and tell us really what happened. But they have actually sent out a letter, an SOS, saying that they do not have oxygen.
Okay,
and they
Nolan.
need help.
All right, Nolan, thanks for getting us up to speed with that. Nolan Pinto with that report.